Hey everyone, it's Corinne. Hello. I am super excited today. I have this palette that I got in recently and I haven't even had a chance to play around with it. So I thought today would be the perfect day. And I thought maybe playing with some fall colors will bring on fall weather because it is still hot here. I don't know about where you are, but it's going to be 100 today. So it's another hot day. I'm not complaining though because I know this is like our winter season. We just traded seasons. So get through hot time and then hopefully our fall and winter is going to be awesome. But anyway, I am excited to share this easy, beautiful fall eye look with you today. As you hop on, say hey for me. If you get some value and learn something from this, please share. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to point out, I have a new friend here. So we moved into our house about a year ago and we've been, it takes time to decorate, right? It takes time to get things the way you like it. Well, we finally got this room pretty much almost done. This is our large dining room. It's like now like metal sanctuary. I love coming in here now, but I'm going to try to show you really quickly. We've got these cute little windows. That's my little cow friend there. There's another little window. And I actually, if I can turn it around, got a mirror over here. And we've got some beautiful, beautiful paint on the window, or not on the windows, paint on the walls. So it is coming together. But I thought today, why not come back into this room? I haven't been in this room in a while and share a look with you. So that's what I'm going to do today. So this is what I'm using. It's a unique quad palette. You get to design, pick whatever colors you want. These are the colors that I have in here. So Timid, I love this color. This is an awesome all over lid color. We'll be using this color today. I'm also going to use the color Manipulative. This has a bit of a shimmer to it. It's like a little bit of a, I don't know, what would you say? It's like a rose gold type tone, has a little bit of an orange to it. And then we also have this beautiful burgundy here. This is Fervent. So I'm actually going to use these three colors here. This color up here, I'm not going to use today, but this is a beautiful matte brown. It's called Marvelous. Okay. This is just a quad palette that I have. And first thing that I always do, make sure you put some primer, something on your lids to help that eye color stay on. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and take that beautiful Timid color, take a brush like this. I'm going to tap. These shadows are highly pigmented, so you don't need to rub. You just want to tap. You don't need a lot, okay? So I'm going to pat this all over my lid here. And I thought, something I wanted to share with you guys today. I like to share stuff that's going on with me, or maybe stuff that other people are struggling with, because a lot of times we're struggling with things and nobody talks about it. So then you start to feel alone. Well, you're not alone. So look how pretty that is. So I am a people pleaser. I don't know if you're a people pleaser, but I am a people pleaser. I've been a people pleaser my whole life. And as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize, it's taken me a long time, but I'm starting to realize that you can't please everybody and that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea and not everyone is going to like you. And that's something that I've struggled with my whole life. It's been something where I want people to like me. If I feel like someone doesn't like me, I'm like, oh, what did I do? What can I do to make them like me? And sometimes we change ourselves, who we are. We're not authentic to ourselves because we want other people to like us, right? And then we realize we're not being ourselves. We're not being authentic to ourselves, and we're trying to change ourselves so that someone else will like us. I wanted to share this with you because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with it, but I am getting better at it. And I'm learning that, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. I don't have to be everyone's cup of tea. And it's just like flavors of ice cream, right? There's lots of flavors of ice cream. They're all delicious, but people like different flavors, right? I'm chocolate ice cream. You may not like chocolate ice cream. That's okay. There's also vanilla and strawberry and all these other flavors. So I don't know if that helps you at all, but that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. Okay, so now that we have Timid all over our lid, I'm going to go and take this really beautiful burgundy color called Fervent. Okay, and you can get this on my website, CorinneJames.com. Just go under the shop tab. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of Fervent on my brush here. And then what I do is I actually dot it about right here, okay? And if you want your eyes to match, and if you're doing them at the same time, I did them separate today. I did one eye first. so that I could show you what we were doing. Then you would go over here and do the same. But I dotted about right here, and then you want to use a brush. I'm using a fluffy crease brush here, and then you can use it to blend in. Doing little circular motions, and I'm just kind of bringing that color over. You're just gonna blend, blend, blend. But you know what? You're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay. And if you're a people pleaser, I know that that's hard because I'm a people pleaser, and that's something that's taken me a long time to realize that not everyone's gonna love you and not everyone's gonna like you, but that's okay. But don't change who you are. I mean, if you're changing yourself because you want to become a better version of yourself, that's awesome. Like, we should always be growing and changing in that way, like becoming better, right? But if you're changing yourself because you want someone to fit in with someone or you want someone to like you, don't do it. Especially women, if you're trying to do that for a certain man and you feel like you got to change yourself, don't do it. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. You don't need to change yourself for anybody. All right, so I'm taking that beautiful Fervent color. Good morning. And we are blending that in. Isn't it pretty? You like my new friend here? It's funny, I first sat down and I was like this. I was like, oh, I've got to move myself. That looks a little funny. Turned myself into a cow this morning. Okay, so we're taking Fervent, we're blending, we're doing this really pretty fall eye. I think that this color Fervent may be my BFF, at least for the week. This is my favorite right now. We're just gonna blend that out. And again, depending on what look you're going for, if this is like a daytime look or if you want a nighttime look, will depend on how much product that you use. But don't go changing yourself for anyone. We were talking about how we're not everyone's cup of tea and not everyone's gonna like you, and how that's really hard for some people. It's hard for people pleasers because people pleasers want to make people happy, right? We want people to like us, but it's okay. It is okay. And if you are one of those people that are already like, you know what? It is what it is. This is who I am. If you don't like it, take it or leave it. You guys are awesome. Like, that is what I'm working to be more like. It doesn't mean you have to be a jerk about it, right? It just means recognizing that you are special and that you're different. Well, we're all different, but maybe you're just not, you know what? Not everyone has to like you. Does that make sense? I don't know. This is what I've been thinking about in my head today. Just kind of one of those things. And it's one of those things that I wish that I'd learned at a younger age, you know? Spend so much time worrying about what other people think. Okay, now we're going to go to this really beautiful color, Manipulative, right here. And I'm going to take that same brush and we're just going to tap, tap, tap. Get some of that on there. And I'm just going to put this right on top. You don't have to do this, but it's so pretty. It's such a beautiful combination together. Just gives you just a little extra something here. So we're going to put a little bit more of that on. Has anyone like got their house decorated for fall yet? Like, I'm starting to get the itch for it. I've seen people posting some pictures, you know, of course the fall ads are out. You know, you go to the store, the decorations are there. We're going to blend a little bit more here. So it's out. It's out. And I'm definitely getting the itch. But like I said at the beginning of this, we're a little high here with the color. Take some of that down. It's literally going to be 100 today. And that's not the heat index. That's just the temperature. So it's really been a little bit hard to get into that fall feel with it being so hot. But I'm not complaining, you guys, because we traded seasons. When we moved from New York to Texas, we knew that we literally were just trading seasons. We were giving up our harsh winters and we were just getting a harsh summer. I'm going to take that dark burgundy color Fervent. Ooh, I'm going to put a little bit here. And I'm just going to put a little bit more. I'm going to go a little bit more dramatic. That's the great thing with this. You can dress it up, make it more dramatic, or you can go a little bit more, you know, tone it down a little bit for daytime. Right. I'm going to blend some more. But yes, we got this room finished. painting. Like I literally took forever to figure out what color paint I wanted to do in here. And believe it or not, like as I'm on camera here, this kind of looks a little bit blue. It's called Shy Green. It has like a muted green undertone to it. So I put up like 5 different samples of color, and I was like trying to find the perfect color, and it took a while, but I think we got it. Like I'm really happy with this color. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with Timid. That's the color we used at the beginning, and this is the color that I used all over my lid. And I'm just gonna, again, tap that on my brush here. I'm gonna just put a little bit right here on that inner corner because when we did our blending, we lost a little bit of it. This just really opens that eye up and it gives it a pop. Do you see that? I'm gonna go back with this and blend a little bit more. Don't be afraid to blend. Sometimes when you have a look and you're like, oh, it's just something's not just right, just spend a little bit more time blending. I find on those days when I'm super rushed and I don't have as much time to blend, like I can tell. Thank you. It just makes such a difference. And I don't have time every day to do this. This is not every day. There are a lot of days that my hair is up in a ponytail or I'm in a hat. And speaking of, I went to, I dropped my kids off at school in the morning and they wanted me to walk in with them. And I was like, okay, well, I looked a hot mess yesterday. Like I was wearing yoga pants, t-shirt. I hadn't brushed my teeth yet. Don't tell anyone. I didn't expect to talk to anyone. It's literally walk them in the doors. They walk themselves in. Well, the one morning that I'm looking, well, I usually look pretty rough in the morning when I drop them off because I'm usually just in the car. But they're like, can you come in? I'm like looking around like, oh, okay, I'll go in with you. One morning I go in like that. My daughter's friend was there with her mom. I'm just putting a little bit more of manipulative on. This is that pretty shimmery apricot color. She's in there with her mom. Michaela's friend was there and her mom was there and they were like introducing me and she like reaches out to shake my hand and I was like horrified. I was like, oh my gosh. It's like, what is that? The one time that you just look, you go to the store and you look like you just rolled out of bed and you're like, oh, no one's gonna see me, and you see everyone that day. That's kind of how it was. And I literally, like, I shook her hand. She shook hands with me and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so gross. That's literally what I said. I was like, oh, sorry, I'm so gross. I wasn't expecting to come in. She's like, that's it. Like, she was all put together. Like, you could tell she looked great. And I was like so embarrassed. I was like, that was great. That was great interaction. So I don't have any friends here yet. Don't have any mom friends. Well, I have a couple mom friends. That's not true. But I was like, oh my gosh. So now it's like at drop off. I'm like, either I have to get up and get myself really together just to drop them off or just stay in the car, right? I'm going to take some black liner. Any of you mamas out there can feel my pain. And you moms that show up at drop off at 7 and you are dressed and ready, you are my hero. You are my hero. I come home and I get that done. I've been walking our puppy in the morning because it's so hot here. So I come home and I walk him and I'm just going to blend that a little bit. You know, I do stuff around the house and then I start getting myself ready. As you can see, I mean, here it's a little later, but usually 9 o'clock, I'm starting to get myself together. So that was my morning yesterday. That was a little embarrassing. So this morning I tried to look a little bit better. I brushed my teeth and I did get out of the car with them today, but I was like, oh, okay, can't be. I'm not meeting anyone today. Okay, so what are we thinking about this eye? Are we liking it? Let's blend a little bit more over here. I just think these colors are so pretty together and they really just give us all the fall feels. All the fall feels. And it may not quite be fall yet, but that's okay. We can rock the colors on our eyes, right? Okay, so now I'm going to finish off with mascara. You can't have an eye look without a great mascara. I'm going to use the 4D mascara. And my tip for this, because it does have fibers built into it, and honestly, my tip with any mascara, you guys, take a minute and get all the extra product off. This is going to help you get a really nice smooth application, especially this one because it does have fibers built into it. I want to make sure I don't have any extra product on here so that I can just get nice. I don't get any clumping, right? So normally I have a mirror to look down into. I'm going to bring this little mirror right here. Okay. So I'm gonna get close for you guys. And what I do is I get really close to the base of the lashes and I like blink. And then I just kind of bring that brush up. And it does, it looks like I have cow ears now. Maybe this wasn't the best placement for my camera. I'm just so excited to finally have this room done. Like I've said, we've been here a year and literally the walls have just been white and there's been nothing on the walls at all. It's the first room when you walk into our house, it's right beside the front door. And we've had this really pretty table in here, but nothing, no decorations, nothing on the walls because I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. And I'm one of those, like, I love Pinterest and I love getting ideas. Ideas don't naturally come to me. Like, I'm not super crafty that way. I want to be, but like, I'm not someone that could walk around and be like, oh yeah, put that there and that'll look awesome. Like, I need ideas. I reached out to a couple of friends for advice, and I actually had one really awesome friend. She FaceTime with me, and I was showing her, you know, the room and what I wanted to do, and she was giving me suggestions. It's always awesome to have a friend like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go down on the bottom. And yes, you can get any of these products on CorinneJames.com. They are unique products. You'll just click shop. And if you have questions or need help color matching, let me know. Or if you would like to grab an amazing kit of products and have the opportunity to make some extra money, either replace a full-time income, or maybe you just want some side money for date nights or, you know, children's soccer practice or soccer lessons, all that stuff, you can do that as well. And you can do that under the join link on my website, or you can reach out and I can talk to you more and share with you more. So that is my fall eye today. And then for my lips, what I did is I used this beautiful color Prudent liner. It's a very nice neutral color. And then I put on a little bit of the liquid lipstick in the color, which one is this? This is Stellar. So that's what I did on my lips. I'm gonna put a little bit more Stellar on. I like to use a liner sometimes because that's really gonna help keep that product, your lip color on like all day. A little bit more on. Isn't that so pretty? And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna seal in, because it is 5 million degrees here, I'm gonna seal in my, my face with setting powder. So, and mine from traveling has gone all over the place. So I'm gonna see if I can do this without making a giant mess. There's like a little mesh top on here and I'm trying to get the product back in. It's not wanting to go there. But I'm gonna take my brush, I'm trying to get just a little bit. I don't want too much product. And I love using a setting powder because it really just gives you like that flawless finish. It locks that product in. It's gonna help your makeup from breaking down throughout the day. The setting powder is really great for, like, if you have oily skin and your makeup tends to kind of break down throughout the day. That's usually because your skin's really oily and it's breaking down. This will help your makeup to stay on longer. Now, if you have a lot of humidity and heat, then the setting spray, I also use the setting spray, that will help lock that makeup in and protect it from the environmental breakdown. But see how that just gives you like this really nice, flawless finish? And then if you want, you can go back and put on a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush. But that is it. That is my look for today. Again, these are the colors that I used. I used Timid, Manipulative, and Fervent. You can get them individually, or you can purchase a quad palette like this and choose your 4 colors. There's lots of beautiful finishes and shades to choose from, but that's what I did today. I hope you like it. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hopping on. If you learned something or got some value, please share my video. I'd be so grateful. If you have questions, let me know. Don't forget to take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.